Welcome back to 30 at 6 on Cecil TV. I'm Alison Donnelly, and today is Monday, April 8th.
And I'm Rob Churnside, and yes, it is Monday, April 8th, and what a difference a couple of days makes. It's like springtime.
I know, it's really amazing outside.
We got the bug at home. Cleaned out sheds, got rid of stuff. Now, you saw the picture of the truckload of stuff I took, right?
Right, and you said you had made 4 trips of that?
What? No, that was my recycling trip.
Oh, okay.
To Banks Recycling, a truckload of junk, I got $15.20.
Whoa.
So people shouldn't throw stuff in the dump.
No.
It's good stuff. They take all kinds of metal and stuff like that.
And it recycles.
Yeah.
Where is Banks Recycling?
It's up in Nottingham, right across the border on Route 1. But there's places in Cecil County.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it all ties in with Earth Day.
Yes, which is coming up on the 20th.
22nd.
22nd.
And tonight, don't we have somebody from Earth Day-ish on the show tonight?
Yeah, well, we have Cliff Engle from Cecil County government coming to talk about Household Hazardous Waste Day.
That'll be cool. What better way to save the planet than to start at home?
Right. And he'll talk all about what you can and can't bring, all the things you should, in the next few weeks, look around your house for things that
I brought some samples to discuss with you.
I know there will be no doubt in anyone's minds what they can and cannot bring.
And good stuff's coming up, Alison. And for Earth Day, I'm hoping that we can go out and talk to the Appalachian Stream Restoration and Reclamation Project people. I talked with them today.
Yeah, tell me about that.
They say, for example, Principio Creek, trying to turn it back into a trout stream by saving the watershed and making sure there's not too much runoff. He can tell us more. That's my understanding of it.
Great.
But that's all good stuff. All ties in with Earth Day. We've got to be kind to the planet.
Yeah, absolutely. And also on the show tonight, we have Dawn Cowhey from the Cheasapeake Feline Association. So they actually partner a lot with the Cecil County Animal Services to get when they are at max capacity, the Chesapeake Feline Association will take on other cats, and they do a lot of other stuff. And they have a Catsino night coming up.
Catsino night, very cool.
Yeah.
Just another reason to stay tuned, huh?
Exactly. And we've also got William Rigler. He's a local author.
Awesome.
And now for the news. Flags in Maryland are at half-staff tonight as Maryland mourns the death of Speaker of the House Michael Bush, Maryland House of Delegates' longest-serving speaker. During his tenure, Bush was known as a consensus builder and good listener, qualities that helped him manage the diverse 141-member House of Delegates for as long as he did. He was a champion of environmental issues, and on his watch, the House legalized same-sex marriage and expanded health care access. Governor Hogan said, "He served with the decency and good nature of a teacher, a coach, and a family man. I was honored to know him and to work closely with him." He was 72. Spring wildfire season has begun in Maryland, and the Maryland Department of Natural Resources urges residents across Maryland to prepare and help prevent wildfires. Wildfire occurrence is highest in the spring when forest fuels are the driest and weather conditions are at the optimum for fire spread, Maryland Forest Service State Fire Supervisor Monty Mitchell said. These factors can turn small fires into dangerous incidents that can threaten lives, property, and natural resources. On days when this threat is most likely, the department will issue red flag status. Residents should check with their county or municipal health department for local regulations and permit requirements before burning. And the Cecil County School of Technology wants you to know that their natural resources spring plant sale begins today. Among the early spring plants available immediately are broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, lettuce, spinach, pansies, violas, and snapdragons. They are open for business between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., but check the School of Technology website because on certain days they are closed for school activities. The School of Technology is on Appleton Road. We'll be back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Charles. For 30 years, I have been practicing functional medicine and gentle chiropractic. Elkton Chiropractic Neurology is dedicated to enhancing whole-body rejuvenation, whether or not you are afflicted with injury or disease. We utilize a structural, neurologic, metabolic, nutritional, and energetic approach to restoring your body to its full potential.
After coming to Dr. Charles, I'm better than I was before.
You deserve to feel good and to have an active lifestyle, so why not call Elkton Chiropractic Neurology today?
Welcome back to 30 at 6, and welcome again, Cliff Engle.
How you doing?
It's been a quick year. You're going to tell us
Absolutely, it's
about
been a quick year.
Hazardous Waste Day, right?
Yes. We have Household Hazardous Waste Day coming up in Cecil County. It'll be at the Cecil County Central Landfill on Sunday, April 28th. At the moment, we're still doing one event a year. We do have, willing, if the budget is approved, a second event going forward in the next fiscal year. So the plan is to run 2 events a year. But again, Sunday, April 28th, 7:30 to 3 p.m. Homeowners only. It's an event that's open to the residents of the county, not so much the businesses. So we're really discouraging businesses from coming. But basically, it's everything at the house that was really considered to be household hazardous waste, things that we don't normally take in our recycling program, and also items that we really don't want people throwing out into the landfill. The landfill itself is environmentally secure. Liners, very, very secure. But the bottom line is there are certain items that you really just don't want to put in there.
Well, I brought some items.
Yep,
to
we'll
go
do the
through.
show and tell here, and
Yes.
what is and what isn't. But again, they're primarily those difficult to manage things. Some of the items that you probably don't have here, pesticides and herbicides, cleaners, things of that sort, bug repellents, items that really, again, should not necessarily be thrown out in the trash.
Right, like Roundup.
Yeah, Roundup would be a good one. Absolutely be a good one. Ortho, any of those products. From a paint standpoint, oil-based paints, oil-based sealers, stains, those are always good ones. We do accept during this event regular latex paint. And that's more of a courtesy because we do have a latex paint recycling program. We have it all year. So what we try to do is let the public know you don't have to save up your paint just to bring it in on HHW Day. Many people do.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the latex paint program is free to county residents all year long. There's another option there too, is if you only have a small amount of residue in a paint can, if you can get that hard, let it evaporate or just get it where it's not flowing, it can be thrown out in your regular trash. So there's really
latex.
with latex paint.
I think I got one here.
So there's really, if there's virtually nothing in it, or it's just a half an inch of residue or an inch of residue that gets solid, there's no way to recycle that anyway. So if you were to bring that in on HHW Day, we're just going to put it in the trash anyway. The can cannot be recycled because it has paint on it.
Right.
Many, especially today, they're making the bottoms out of plastic, so they can't be separated from the metal can. So they would end up getting thrown away, unfortunately. But again, the oil-based ones in particular are good examples. Others that a lot of people have laying around the house would be old gasoline, 2-cycle gas, especially for the lawn equipment or for outboard motors and those type of things. Used oil, used antifreeze. Again, some of those are items that we take all year anyway. We do accept used oil and antifreeze all year. So we're hoping that residents will take advantage of the program throughout the year. It takes a little bit of the pressure off on HHW Day because we can have...
we need educating, Cliff.
Yeah, that's what we're here
for. We don't know all that you know.
That's okay. That's what we're here for. That's part of the
let me
part of
give
the
you a
fun of
few-
the job. We'll try to do the
We don't
show
need
and
to
tell
take
here.
this to Hazardous Waste Day.
No,
It's
just
foam rubber.
Foam rubber, absolutely not. That's just normal trash.
Trash.
In our program, not recyclable.
How
So into the
about
trash can.
this here, this coffee maker?
A coffee maker actually would be part of our electronics recycling program. Again, it's electronics recycling free to county
That's
residents.
everyday stuff,
That's
not,
everyday
not
stuff.
the special day.
Every day.
In the basket.
Yep.
Okay, this is getting easy. Old plastic wood from my dad's garage, 1968.
That can come in during our HHW Day.
Okay, keep that.
Yep. Leave it.
Paint,
Spray paint, even if that was WD-40 or something along those lines, that should be brought in HHW Day. Household, and I'm saying HHW meaning household hazardous waste.
that's the special day, April
Yes.
28th,
Correct.
at the Central Landfill
Correct.
in Northeast.
Yep. Right outside the
Okay.
town.
This propane canister,
Propane canisters all day long, all year long.
Okay.
Regular
In the
program.
basket.
In the basket.
this is so easy. I'm breaking it down. We're doing a good job. This number 5 plastic cup from Rofo.
Regular recycling program.
Okay, we'll recycle
All
that.
year long.
Obviously,
Regular recycling program.
regular recycle. We
Yep.
don't need to bring this stuff. You don't want regular stuff.
We don't want
on
it. And actually, we would turn the residents away. So there are materials. We're not taking trash that day, regular garbage. We're not taking regular recyclables. One of the other things that we're not taking as well, the county has the Trash Bash event going on for that week as well. And the entire month of April is environmental awareness from the county. Trash bash. So it started last year, and I don't have all the facts with me, so I apologize to everybody, but it is on the county's website. Feel free to dig into it.
That was my next question.
Yeah, the trash bash essentially is trying to raise awareness for the residents of the county. Take a look in your backyard. Take a look on your own street. See what you can do to help improve what's around us. Yes, we're asking them to collect that trash, perhaps, but we're also asking the residents to dispose of it along with their own waste, not bring it to the landfill on HHW Day. That's not what we're there for. But again, it's an effort just really to try to raise awareness through the county amongst the residents and businesses too, of what you can do in your own backyard.
Recycle.
Recycle.
Right? Plastic,
Yep.
water bottles.
Single-use
recycle,
bottles.
glass.
Recycle glass still
Not
in our
HH
program, yes. In some
Now.
programs across the country, they're taking glass out because of the lack of value and
Wow.
what the programs cost us anymore, and we'll touch on that when we're done with this.
And you did say latex paint.
Latex paint can come in during this event, but again, you can bring it in all
it's
year.
solid, so it can go.
If it's
in the trash.
solidified, it can actually go out in the regular trash because
we're
it's not
left with
recyclable.
These two things, and this last item, a metronome.
A metronome. Technically, it's electronics, so it could be an electronics program,
Or it could be reused.
or it could be reused.
I could give it to our director,
it can
Doug
be
Donnelly,
fixed.
the drummer, except he doesn't need it because he's got perfect time.
There you go.
Okay, that's what I had. Thanks for looking at those samples.
Okay, not a problem at all.
Cliff, what else do we need to know about Household Hazardous Waste Day, Sunday, April 28th?
Again, the big points are, pardon my English, we're open from 7:30 to 3 p.m. On Sunday, April 28th. Those items at your house that are typically not recyclable, again, the big ones, motor oil, antifreeze, of course, we take those in all the time. Gasoline, pesticides, herbicides. We're also taking sharps, so if you have any kind of diabetic treatment, that type of stuff at home, we'll take the sharps.
And
Again, it's a program that's all
medicine too,
year
right?
too, and there is a medicine take-back day. The Sheriff's Department will be there. Free medicine take-back, used or unused, outdated, questionable. If you have no idea what it is, bring it in. They'll take care of it. Also, if you have items laying around the house that maybe you're not quite sure of, I don't know what that liquid is that my grandfather collected. I'll give a quick story, and I may have given it last time. One of our events, a family came in with the old Gerber baby food jar. It was 3/4 filled with mercury.
Wow.
Out of what they would do is, over generations, they'd collect the thermometers, snap them, drop it in. Here you go. So what do? You don't want that going down the drain. Whether it's sewer line or your septic tank, you certainly don't want that happening. But they collected it over years.
And we used to play with it when I was a kid.
I will not confirm nor deny that I ever did that in the sink.
Cut it up with a quarter and
Well, same with lead as well. We've had folks bring in liquid lead. So trying to figure out where'd you get that from?
wow.
Blocks of lead. Other items that we're not going to take though during this event, while I'm on lead and things of that sort, no ammunition, gunpowder, things of that sort are not acceptable during the event either.
No tires, too.
No tires. Again, every day, we have the tire recycling program. But our county website, www.ccgov.org. If you follow that to the solid waste page, we have actually the flyers on the main page as part of one of the flags at the top. But also on our website, you have a nice detailed list of the biggest things that are most popular that can be brought in during the event.
Perfect. Let's save the planet.
That's what we're here for.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Good evening and welcome back to 30 at 6 on Cecil TV. Tonight we have President of the Chesapeake Feline Association, Dawn Cowhey. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting us here.
Of course. So we're here to talk about Catsino Night, which is your biggest fundraiser of the year, but I'd like to get some background on your organization. So tell us about what the Chesapeake Feline Association does.
So Chesapeake Feline Association is a 501c, a nonprofit, all-volunteer organization, and our focus is on feline rescue. So we have a physical shelter in Northeast Maryland that has a capacity to house 88 cats, and we also have a spay neuter surgical clinic in Perryville, Maryland that we just opened last August.
Great.
We also have all the kittens that we rescue will go into our foster homes that we have. Volunteers will apply to become a foster home, and then we place kittens there.
And what is the need for the services that you provide in Cecil County like?
Well, we've identified that there's approximately 9,000 unaltered free-roaming cats that have not been altered. And each one of the females can produce at least 4 litters a year not being spayed. So the board of directors within our organization came together and thought it prudent to align with our mission statement of saving cats one life at a time to really start dealing with this overpopulation of free-roaming animals in Cecil County. So we focus on feral colonies because feral colonies can reproduce and reproduce and reproduce. And we provide TNR services for that. That means trap, neuter, return. Okay. So the cats are humanely trapped and then transported to our surgical suite. Then they get altered. They receive their surgery and then they get released the following day.
Okay.
We're open 3 days a week, and we do approximately 35 surgeries a day.
Wow, that's really impressive, and great that you have your new surgical suite.
It's great. We've opened last August, and to date, we've done 804 surgeries, and that's a tremendous number of surgeries for the amount of time that we've been open. Our vets that work at our surgical suite are high volume, high quality trained. So that means they can do a very fast procedure. We're very proud that we treat every feral cat as much as a vet would treat a normal cat going into their clinic to get, or to their office to get surgery. All of our solution that we prep the cats with is warmed, so maintaining their body heat is really important. They all receive little booties on their paws, and then when they go into surgery, they're on a heated blanket. When they come out of surgery to recover, they're also on a heated blanket. So this all helps in recovery, and then we also offer a voucher program to the county members that can afford, can afford to pay for it. It's $90 for a male or female, and that includes the cat being altered. It includes a rabies vaccine and also a distemper shot. So this is all listed on our website, www.chesapeakefelineassociation.org. You'll see it under spay neuter. Our physical shelter in Northeast Maryland is open to the public as well. And once a month we have an open house, so they can look at that on our Facebook page. Look for those dates on our Facebook page and on our website. We also do adoption events with our cats at Petco Northeast and Petco Bel Air. And we're having a couple adoption events coming up because we have lots of kittens right now.
Good to know. So our viewers can go to your website and social media to find out about that.
Absolutely.
So to fund all of these services that you do, you obviously have to raise a lot of money.
Yes.
So let's talk about Catsino Night.
Well, Catsino Night is going to be May 18th from 6 to 10 at Minker Hall. It's our largest fundraiser of the year, our biggest fundraising event of the year. Turnout is huge. Buy your tickets quick. You can go to our website or our Facebook page through social media and get your tickets for $30. McGregor's is going to cater, so lots of delicious food and all the beer you can drink. We're having entertainment, and we have guest blackjack dealers. I don't want to mention where from, but I think everybody in the county can guess. And we're playing lots of games. It's a tremendous evening. Come out and support our organization.
Awesome. That sounds like a really fun night.
We do depend, as a nonprofit, we do depend on donations from individuals, from businesses, and we have a lot of support within the county. I'd like to thank Cecil County government for supporting us through grants, and also the town of Perryville that has also been very generous to our organization.
Right. So, are you looking for volunteers?
always looking for volunteers. Would you like to be a foster mom? I can get you set up in 24 hours. It's kitten season right now, so
Right.
of course we're getting calls, please, for kittens to every day. Yesterday we took in a litter of 6, and this morning we just had a pregnant mother that delivered 4 kittens. I was ready to say children, but they feel like our children. So we're always looking for fosters to help us during kitten season. We're also looking for volunteers to go up to our shelter and read to the cats, interact with the cats, play with the cats. We're having a big spring cleanup at our shelter.
Great.
So we're, want to come out and help plant some flowers or mulch some beds for us. We're happy to have all kinds of support.
Great. So Catsino night is on May 18th.
Yes.
And tickets are available online.
Yes.
So everyone should attend Catsino night. It sounds like a lot of fun.
It's going to be a great time. I hope you can come and join us.
Dawn Cowhey, thanks so much for being
Thank
here.
you so much for having me.
And now Cecil County in the world, 30 at 6 welcomes William Rigler, local
Thank
author.
you. Nice to meet you.
It's great to meet you, and we've been talking a little bit about your books and how you got started in writing. And first of all, this is your newest book.
Yes, until the new one comes out at the end of May. But currently that is.
I was reading a little bit. It seems it's pretty spooky. Tell us about Certain Shadows I Have Known.
It's about a hitman who does not really believe in the supernatural, so he'll do the assignments relatively cheap, and a gangster hires him to do certain assignments, and he doesn't believe in it, but it turns out the assignments do have a supernatural element to them.
Ooh, okay. So it's kind of a combination of adventure and sci-fi. And
It's adventure, action, horror, at least.
at least.
Yeah.
And then that unknown quantity, that Rigler quantity,
Yes.
which is the reason people should buy your books, right?
Yes.
How'd you get started writing?
I've always written, and these I've kind of self-produced. I have a new book coming out May 31st called Stranger Thoughts, which is in 3 parts. One is the horror equations, which is short horror stories. One part is called the autumn storms, that's poetry and stuff. And then my favorite part is the ultimate guide to dating while avoiding supernatural menaces. I know a bit about that.
Yeah, well, that's kind of important, isn't it? It's like we had a legend when I was a kid, high school. Down Lover's Lane, they had Hook Man, and drive off with the hook in the car, stuff like that.
Urban legends.
Yeah, urban legends, yes. So, sci-fi, horror, adventure, everything mixed together. And this is your first book?
Yeah, that's the first one I put out called Summon Secrets.
Summon Secrets. And how long have you been an established author?
Well, the question is, am I an established author yet? But I've had these books out since about 2010.
Cool. And do you write every day, or?
I just write when I can and feel like it. So
You carry a notebook around, or you?
no,
use a
I
laptop?
should, just in my mind, and I just hope I can remember it.
Are you ever inspired by dreams?
I really don't dream that much, but it's possible. Some people have said that's because you're so busy making up stories. So maybe that's it, I don't know. But I have a pretty good fuel in me to do quite a few stories still.
Awesome. So the well has not run dry, and you have this next book. Tell us about the next book.
Well, like I said, that's the one with 3 parts, and that has a little bit of horror in the short stories, horror and romance. I figured that would go together. And then the poetry has some art or horror in it. And then dating and horror, doesn't that always go together?
You'd have to ask some of my previous dates.
Well, I talked some about my previous dates, and I've had some crazy dates. I had one girl set off the alarm in the museum that we were at. I had one girl point out to me her old prison cell as we crossed past the prison. I had one girl set me on fire.
Never a dull moment.
No.
Now, do you go to events and bring your books and things like that?
I've had the books at the Amazicon, and I'm planning on doing that again in November in Ashington, Pennsylvania. So I always take a pack of my books with me. I did the 2 or 3 conventions in the last year, so that's what I hope to continue doing with the book.
Speaking of events, you were telling me about something coming up May 11th.
Yes, well, we're doing a zombie shoot at my friend Mike's farm. It's called the Funny Farm, and it's where they do improv shows. And this is going to be a zombie shoot for a short film that I've written, that I plan on being in, that I plan on directing. So yes, I'm wearing all the hats for that.
And all zombies are welcome, right?
Yes, and it's an all-zombie film.
To the Funny Farm.
Yes, at 10 a.m. it should start, hopefully.
Well, I'm sure Mike will tell us all about it.
Well, hopefully we'll survive the event.
You never know when the zombie apocalypse is going to come.
No, it could be in your neighborhood right now.
Yikes. William, I feel a lot better after talking with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and good luck with your new book, and we look forward to seeing it.
Thanks.